Hello and welcome. This is Atul Wadkar, your instructor. In this course, we are going to learn about CNN algorithm, the convolutional neural network. Now, this algorithm is very much popular and it is most widely used algorithm in image recognition problem. Now, what do you mean by image recognition problem? So, few examples are face recognition. For example, if you have to recognize faces, then we are using CNN algorithm or convolutional neural network, and you can design face recognition based attendance system, or you can have even criminal identification using facial recognition system. Another example can be emotion recognition. So you can recognize emotions based on the dataset available with you, and again you can use CNN algorithm or convolutional neural networks to recognize some emotions. Now, based on emotions, you can detect the depression of particular person, and you can avoid some suicides and other consequences because of that. Fruit classification is another classical example where CNN algorithm can be used. Even the brain tumor detection, lung cancer detection, and even plant leaf disease detection. In such applications, the convolutional neural networks are used. So in this lecture, we are going to learn everything about the convolutional neural network. So we are not talking about the Python implementation of this algorithm, but in today's session and in next session we are going to learn the theory of convolutional neural network, how they work, that we are going to understand. We'll start with how firstly we'll understand how the image is represented in the computer, and we'll understand everything about the color and binary and gray level images, and after that we'll try to apply CNN algorithm on such images. So as I have discussed, the convolutional neural network is the CNN algorithm, and is one of the main categories to do image recognition and images classifications. So you can classify some images and you can recognize some images using this algorithm, particularly face recognition, emotion recognition, fruit classification, brain tumor detection, even lung cancer detection, or even plant leaf disease detection. These are some examples of using CNN algorithm, and in these particular areas the CNN is widely used algorithm. CNN image classification takes an input image, processes it and classifies it under certain categories. So this algorithm is going to take an input image, then it will process that image, and again it will classify that image in certain categories. For example, if you have to classify animals like dog, cat, tiger and lion, in that case you will have a data set and input images. So you'll take an input image, you will process that image, and after that you can classify that image in certain category. So particularly this CNN algorithm or convolutional neural network is the most widely used algorithm for image classification problems or in image recognition problems. So whenever you have to deal with images, image classifications or image recognition, the most popularly used algorithm and the number one choice could be convolutional neural network. So before we actually understand everything about convolutional neural networks, so it is very much important, as this algorithm is going to work on images. Now let us first understand what exactly the image is. Now basically the image is the two-dimensional thing which is having the rows and columns, and if I have to classify images, so I'll classify in three different categories. The number one is black and white image, number two is gray level image, and number three is color image. So this image is the black and white image. As you can see here, it has got two colors, black and white only. So there are only two colors, and that's why this image is also called as binary image. So here 0 represents the black color and 1 represents white color. Binary 1 represents white color and binary 0 represent 0 color in this particular image. So there is only two colors available in this particular image. This is the second version of the same image. This time it has got number of colors, not just two colors. At initial level it can look like a black and white image, but it is not the black and white image, it is gray level image. And in this particular image there are 256 colors can be possible in this particular image, and that's why this is 8-bit image. So there are 256 colors can be possible, and still this is two-dimensional image only. It has got the rows and columns, and again this image, the black and white, also has rows and columns. So again it is two-dimensional image, and this is again two-dimensional image, but it has got 256 colors. And in this particular case, 0 represents the black color and 255 represents white color in this particular image. Now the third version of image, now the same image is represented in terms of some colors. Now this is the leftmost image, and it has got some colors, and now it looks like a real photograph. Now this is actually a 24-bit image, and possibly there are 16 million colors can be possible in this particular image. So whenever I talk about the color image, it can have around 16 million colors, different colors, and it is 24-bit image. There are three different planes: red, green and blue. That's why it is called as RGB. So red, green and blue planes are there, and every plane is 8-bit, so every plane will have 256 different colors, and combining all together it becomes 24-bit image. So 8 3s are 24, and 2 raised to 24 is around 16 million colors can be possible for this particular image. So this is the color image. So this is how the image is represented in terms of computer, and this is how the computer deals with this particular image. And there are three different images as far as the computer is concerned, or the processing unit is concerned: the black and white image, gray level image, and the color image. All these images can be suitable for CNN algorithm or convolutional neural network, but as it is deep learning algorithm, convolutional neural network is particularly, we are talking about deep learning algorithm, and it is even much advanced than the traditional machine learning algorithms. So even the color images can be directly suitable for the processing. So let's understand how computer sees the image. For example, this is an image which is the gray level image this time, and I have marked the different pixels of this image. So every image will have the pixel. So it is the gray level image, so that's why it is two-dimensional. And if it is the color image, then it has three dimensionals: rows, columns, or height and width. This is height and this is width, and the plane. So the color image has got RGB, three different planes, so it is three-dimensional image. But as is the gray level image, it has got only two dimensions: height and width, or rows and columns, and every small square is nothing but the pixel of this particular image. Now I have marked a grid over this image. Now here, as you can notice here, this is the red colored outlined particular pixel. Now it's perfect black, and its corresponding value is 0. And this is the perfect white here, and its corresponding value is 255. So this is how the actual image, this is how the image is represented in terms of computers, where 0 means black color and 255 means white color. So what happens here, every single pixel is represented in terms of some value. So this pixel has got some value, again this pixel has got some value. So wherever there is white color, so you'll find 255, and whenever you'll have the black color, you will get 0 as the corresponding value. Secondly, these are some different shades of gray. So here you can get some values like 95, 96, 127, 145. So these are some values corresponding to this particular image. So anyhow, whenever you have an image, it is represented in computer in terms of matrix. Now this is the matrix, which is the two-dimensional array, technically what we can call in terms of programming the two-dimensional array, or the matrix, or even the array can be three-dimensional. If it is three-dimensional array, then we can say it's a multi-dimensional matrix, or two-dimensional or three-dimensional matrix. So as per the black and white image and gray level image is concerned, there is only two-dimensional matrix, but whenever there is a color image, the computer will treat it as a three-dimensional matrix. So let's see that also. So here you can find it out. So this is the color image having three different planes: red, green, and this is blue. So this is how the image is particularly represented in terms of computer. So The computer sees an input image as an array of pixels, and it depends on the image resolution. Based on the image resolution, it will see h into w into d. So d stands for the dimension or the depth, so h stands for height, and w stands for the width of this image. For example, if 6 by 6 by 3 is the three-dimensional array or matrix of RGB. Okay, so this refers to RGB values, so red, green and blue. So this is three-dimensional matrix, and every small square is nothing but the pixel of this particular image, and every pixel will have some value, and that value corresponds to some color, or that value represents some color. For example, 0 represent black color and 255 represent the white color. Now one more important question: why RGB? Basically, red, green and blue, they are the primary colors, and combining all these colors together you can form any naturally occurring color. For example, pink color, yellow, or even any other color, purple, can be formed by properly choosing the values of RGB, and if you combine these values together you can form any naturally occurring color. Possibility is that there are 16 million colors that can be formed by the proper combination of RGB values. For example, if red is 0, G is 0, for example, for this pixel, for the first pixel of this image, if this is red is 0, this green is 0 and blue is 0, value of all these three planes are 0, that means there will be a black color. And if you find 255, 255, 255 at the first pixel location at each and every plane, then that color will be white color. For example, red equal to 255, green equal to 255 and blue equal to 255. In that case, that will become white color. And this is how maybe red equal to 100, green equal to 150 and blue equal to 50 will make a pink color, or any other color. I'm just taking a small example, but there can be n number of possibilities. By properly combining these values you can form any naturally occurring color or any natural color. And particularly speaking, or precisely speaking, 16 million colors can be formed by this RGB value. So this is all about how the image is represented in terms of the computer, how computer will see a particular image. Now once we have understood this, now we can process that image, and now we can apply some algorithms like convolutional neural network or any other algorithm on that particular image. Now we can take that image as the input, we can process that image, and we can extract some meaningful information from that image. So this is all about for this session. In the next session we are going to see the complete architecture of convolutional neural network, and how it's going to recognize different images, how it's going to recognize the brain tumor or emotion or face or even the plant leaf diseases. That we are going to understand in the next session. So stay connected with me, and thanks for watching.